What's up, guys? Ohio Dave here with this week's midweek topic. This week's midweek topic is going to be about why do we pay for deer calling. I honestly do not see a point in paying for deer calling when you could have bow hunters, a certain amount of bow hunters go into an area and take the deer out for no cost. No cost to the city, no cost to anybody. And I have an article here that I found on the internet that supports my reasonings. This was about Somerset, New Jersey. Now, the article is called "Somerset Deer Calling Program Leads to Fewer Motor Vehicle Accidents." This was based on a study done in 2008. Now, this was a city in New Jersey. They let bow hunters go into the park and harvest the deer that were getting too overpopulated. Their goal was to harvest the deer because the deer were eating people's bushes and shrubs. They were making local crops a smorgasbord. There was way too many deer vehicle accidents. There was just way too many deer problems. So they let bow hunters go in there to attempt to harvest these deers. And this, instead of paying a sharpshooter to do it, you could just let the bow hunters basically. Now, the park ranger estimated 150 to 200 deer were taken out during this process. What they did was they had certain dates scheduled where the bow hunters were allowed in there. And they barricaded certain parts of the park where the public couldn't go, or nobody was allowed in the area of the park, just the bow hunters. And they had scheduled dates for this. And they really noticed an increase in wildflowers that they hadn't seen before were now being recorded. People's vegetation wasn't getting eaten up as much. The deer vehicle accidents went down. In 2003, 86% of the community reported property damage. Whether it was to their shrubs and bushes or foundation or whatnot, there was 86% of the community reported property damage. 73% of these were considered significant damage. And a 1 year period, March 31st, 2001 was the end of the 1 year period. There was 289 deer vehicle accidents. After this, after the deer calling, when they let the bow hunters go in there, after a full year, there was in 2008, at the end of the 1 year period, 191 deer vehicle accidents, a 34% decrease in deer vehicle accidents, which you have less DVAs, DVCs, deer vehicle collision, deer vehicle accident, same thing. You have less DVAs, there was less property damage, there was wildflowers that were not being recorded were beginning to appear. It was not overpopulated. There was less crop damage. In all ways, what they try to do with the deer calling happened, but they did not pay anybody to do this. So instead of, like in Ohio, I know where I live in Ohio, down south in Solon, they're paying thousands and thousands of dollars for sharpshooters to come in, when you can let the bow hunters go in there, harvest these deer at no cost. The city doesn't have to pay anything. Just let the bow hunters go in there, block it off to the public for certain dates, let them harvest the deer, and as you can see from other places, it does a significant, as they say, a significant amount of improvement. It improves every aspect. They achieved their goals, they got what they wanted, the population went down, the damage went down, the vehicle accident went down. All positive came out of this. So why are we paying for deer calling when bow hunters just have a draw, have your names put on a list and have a draw, whatever, and let certain bow hunters go in there? And I know a lot of these parks you have to take accuracy tests before you're allowed, to make sure that you're not going to wound deer and you are capable to shoot at a certain distance very accurately. So give them the accuracy test, let them go in there, let the bow hunters harvest the deer, everybody's happy, and it's free. Thanks for watching this week. Please rate, comment, subscribe, leave me future topics to go on, and thanks for watching.